Welcome back to this exciting series on competitive programming. So I hope you are getting along with the other videos in this competitive programming. If you have any questions regarding previous questions, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can reach me out on my LinkedIn profile. So today we are going to discuss another LeetCode question, that is flood fill. So before moving on to our problem statement, make sure to subscribe to my channel and all of the YouTube stuff. So let's first discuss the problem statement. So here it is a 733 number problem of LeetCode. So an image is represented by an m into n integer, like it is a integer grid of image where image at I and j represents the pixel value of the image. Okay, so we have given a 2D array, and each index, you can say I, and the j, it represents the pixel value of that image. Okay, so like it is a you can say 2D array, and each image I and j represents the pixel value of that image. So you are also given three integers: source, as SR, SC, and color. So basically SR represents the row and SC represents the column, and the color is the color that we have to change in that matrix. Okay, so you should perform a flood fill on the image starting from the pixel image SR and SC. So the SR and SC will be our initial point of starting. Okay, so to perform a flood fill, consider the starting pixel plus any pixels connected four directionally. Like we will check the pixels above, below, right and left. Okay. Starting from the starting pixel, we have to check four directionally, and plus any pixels connected four directionally, and replace the color of all the after mentioned pixels with color. Okay, so the problem statement is like we will start from the position that we have provided, like the pixel at SR and SC, and we have to replace that with the new color and all the colors that are present in the initial position. Like we have to change all of the colors that are present in the initial position with the new color. Okay, so to understand this much better, let's first discuss this on our whiteboard section. So let's go to the whiteboard section. Okay, so here in our whiteboard section, here you can see an example is given, and initial matrix is given with the pixel values of 1. Okay, so the input image is this, and the starting position is 1, and the row and column is 1. So here in matrices, it's like 0, 1, and the column is 1. So the position is currently is this. Let me just check. Okay, so the initial position given is this. Okay, so what we need to do is starting from this initial position, we have to change it to the new color, that is 2, and we have to check all of the pixels that are in the four direction, like up, below, right and left. Okay, so here in the you can see in the example 2, they have provided us, it is the same example I have taken in the whiteboard section. Like it is an image of 2D array, and the starting position we are provided SR and SC, and the new color is 2, and the output is this. So let's try to implement this in the whiteboard section, understand the cell algorithm. So we will start from this position, and we will replace it with the new color. So the new color is 2. Okay, now we will check all the positions that are up and below, and we also need to check that the pixel we are going to change is the same color that have been changed earlier. Like we have to check two conditions, up and below, and the color will be 1. Like the initial the color at initial position was 1, so we have to check that if in the directions the existing color is 1, then we need to change, otherwise we do not need to change it. Okay, so first in the directional we check, we replace it with 2, Okay, so we can check is in other directions too. Okay, so in the left hand, so it is 2 and it is 2. Now the directional is 2 and below it is 2. Okay, so these are the colors that have been changed, and we cannot reach to this position, like, because there is no directionally connected pixels to it, so we cannot reach this position, so we cannot change this. Okay, so here you can see the input image is this and the output image is this, so we have to just check the 4 directionals. And what we can use to implement this, there are different you can say approaches. We can use DFS to implement this approach we have decided. Okay, so let's jump to our coding part and implement this in our coding section. So let's move to a coding section. So let me just, okay, so we will use Java as our primary language. So here you can see there is a function floodfill that is going to return an integer array, and the parameters is an image that is provided, 2D array, and the SR and SC that will be the initial position, and the color that is the new color that we have to change. Okay, so like following along, first we need to check if you can say if the image is you can say at SR and SC. Okay, so the if the color at the initial position is the same at the new color, then we do not need to change it, like both are same, so we cannot, we can say, change the colors. Like if the starting color is 2 and the provided color is 2, so we just have to return the image. We cannot replace it with the new color. Okay, so we cannot move directionally, so it is a, you can say, a edge case, or you can say a case that we have to check. And now we are going to call this recursively, as in the DFS function. We are going to make another function, you can say flood util, and we are going to call it recursively. So flood fill, you can say util. Okay, so it is going to take all of the same parameters in SR, SC. Another new parameters that is going to take is the initial color, like the initial color. So and and after processing all of the 4 directionals, we are just going to return the image. So let's implement this flood fill util method. Okay, so it will be the private void flood fill util. So it is going to take int image, int SR, int SC, and int previous color. Okay, like the previous color, the color at the initial position will be named as the previous color, and we can say int new color. Okay, so first we need to check we need to add, like if it doesn't follow some of the edge cases, then we just have to return from the method. Okay, so like for recursive cases, we have to add some sort of base case condition. So let's add that if SR is less than 0 or SC is less than 0 or SR is less than or equals to image dot length, or SC is So here's the base condition, like if SR is less than 0, SE is less than 0, or it exceeds the length of the image, or if the image present is not like the image we are checking is not equals, like the pixel is not equal to the previous color. So then we have to just simply return from the, you can see, method. So now let's call recursively this flood fill util for all of the 4 directional. Okay, so now we have to call this for all of the conditions, like up, below, left and right. Okay, so now call this okay. Okay, so what will this do? Like it will, you can say, check all of the 4 directionals, up, below, left and right, and after processing through all of the 4 directions, it will return the processed image. Okay, so what we have to do is return the, okay, that's great. So let's try to run this and check if we have any errors coming up. Let's first go through all of the code. Okay, 0 to 1, let's try to run this. Okay, oh, sorry, return statement is this. Okay, so we have missed one point, like we have checking recursively, but we are not assigning the new color to the previous color. So what we need to do is we need to check, like if image and SR and SC is equals to, what we need to do is to we need to assign this to the new color. Okay, so like we have assigned it to the new color. Now we are going to run this code. Okay, okay, so here you can see that it has successfully accepted the code. So the approach is simple. We just need to call the recursive up and down, left and right directionals, and we have to check if it is the color at the current pixel is equals to the initial color we have checked, then we just need to replace it. And some of the colors, like here you can see in this, we cannot reach this color by 4 directions, so we cannot change the color. So this is the algorithm and the implementation of it. Now let's try to submit this code. Okay. Okay, here you can see that code has been submitted successfully. One change we can do, like here you can see that we have checked this condition. Okay, so here in our case we do not need to check this condition again and again, in that this code is not reused in any other method, but in some questions that are coming up, there will be scenarios that this condition will be used quite often. So what we can do is, like, we can make another separate method for this condition. Like we can make a valid method and we can put this check condition in that, and we just need to call that validate method. Okay, so that will make our code much readable and reusable. So this will be used in the further upcoming questions. So that's it for today's question. If you have any question, query, you can let me know in comments, and make sure to subscribe my channel to receive all of the notifications. So till then, bye bye.